Hello, beautifuls. Long time. I know. I am happy to be back on YouTube. I honestly have really missed doing my YouTube videos. It's been way too long. If you have been following me on my Instagram, I did post a little message that I was in the hospital, and now I'm out of the hospital. I'm recovering and everything, so everything is good. Everything is good. I'm just really happy to be back and sort of feeling strong again and feeling ready to just continue bringing you these stories. To be quite honest, I was doing a lot of reading during my time, and oh my goodness. Actually, I was active on my blog. So if you do not subscribe to my blog, then I would definitely recommend, if you feel called, to go over to Substack and follow me there on my blog. I was posting a few blog posts on there. For those of you that are paid subscribers, so there's the free, but there's also for paid subscribers as well. I just put out an article yesterday, actually, about something deep and personal with me, But yeah, so I'm just happy to be back and just interacting with YouTube now. I know I've had to put YouTube on the back burner a bit, because it does take a little bit of energy to come here and, do these videos. So first off, thank you for being here with me. Okay. Thank you so much. I do have some new followers, and so I say, welcome to you. I hope that, you found what you need along your journey. And for those of you that have been following me for quite some time, I mean, like, what's up? How are you? What's going on? But anyway, let me just jump into today's video. Actually, for today, I have a tale that I want to read you. And this tale actually comes from the book Women Who Run with the Wolves. This is one of the books that I have been diving into. And honestly, I think the only thing I can really say is I don't know why I did not read this book before, to be quite honest. But there's an Afro tale. I passed through an Afro tale quite some time back, and I don't know, it just kind of, I think where I was when I read this tale, it was exactly what I needed at the time. So I don't know, I hope that, it provides you a little bit with what you're needing at this time. But anyway, let me jump into the tale, okay? And then after the tale, as usual, I just want to talk about how it touched me. So, all right, let's jump into this. I feel awkward. I feel like I don't know what to say. Actually, it's kind of weird. It's like, wait, what do I usually say? I don't know. But we're just gonna jump right in, okay? We just are. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention, okay, that this story is called One Stick, Two Stick. So now let's jump in and let's stop being so awkward. Okay, cool. I'm gonna try. Alrighty. One stick, two stick. I once heard a story from an old African American man in the Mid-South. He came out of an alley as I was sitting amidst the graffiti of an inner city park. Some people would call him crazy, for he spoke to anyone and no one. He shuffled along with one finger held out as though to test the wind's direction. Cuentistas recognize such persons as having been touched by the gods. In our tradition, we'd call such a man el bulto, the bundle. For souls such as he carry a certain kind of wear and show it to any who will look, anyone who has the eyes to see it and the sense to shelter it. This particular kindly el bulto gave me this story. It is about a certain kind of ancestral transmission. He called the story One Stick, Two Stick. This is the way of the old African kings, he whispered. In the story, an old man is dying and calls his people to his side. He gives a short, sturdy stick to each of his many offspring, wives, and relatives. Break the stick, he instructs them. With some effort, they all snap their sticks in half. This is how it is when a soul is alone and without anyone. They can be easily broken. The old man next gives each of his kin another stick and says, "This is how I would like you to live after I pass. Put the sticks together in bundles of 2s and 3s. Now, break these bundles in half. No one can break the sticks when there are 2 or more in a bundle." The old man smiles. We are strong when we stand with another soul. When we are with others, we cannot be broken. So that is the tale. That is a tale of One Stick, Two Stick. And I think for me, reading this tale at the time that I read it, it was hitting me at many, many levels. I mean, if you take the tale like on a surface kind of way, I would definitely say that this tale reminded me of my own community when I desperately needed them, when I was needing help to cook, for myself. I was needing help to even just to get up out of my bed, and stuff. I didn't mention, yes, I had surgery. So I needed a lot of help basically. And I really saw the people around me that love me really show up and come through for me. I knew that they were always there, don't get me wrong, but I have just a new level of appreciation, a new level of love, a new level of care. Well, for one of them, but also of just a reminder of how much I'm not alone, physically not alone, so definitely on that surface level, this story really did speak to me. But I would also mention that during this time, there was also like a spiritual kind of shift, times when I really couldn't move out of the hospital bed or even move off of my couch and stuff like this. I really had to just sort of dig deep within myself, I suppose you can sort of say. And so spiritually, this story, it also, the book talks more about it, and I resonated with it so much of just like this dual nature within us, and how a lot of us, we tend to push aside the unfavorable aspects of ourselves. And at least I can only speak, of course, for myself. I would say, I was, a lot of the times during these moments, I was beginning to integrate even further and finding parts of me that I didn't realize were like on the outskirts, and they were just waiting in the shadows to like, when I couldn't move, they were just waiting in the shadows to come out and like, hey, we're going to come out to play, but that integration, and there's so many dual like aspects of ourselves. We got the yin, the yang, the masculine, the feminine, we have calm and our wild side, and we tend to more or less, of course, depending on your own journey, but, through life, we tend to push some of our other aspects, as I said, away. And so I found myself really wanting, and I don't think I really had a choice, to be quite honest. Like I said, I was just laying there a lot of the times, but there were aspects of me that were wanting basically to be integrated and, to have conversation with and figure out who they were and just show love to these aspects and place them back within my psyche, back into my consciousness, I guess I can say. So, I love this story because, as I said, it touched me on like the community level that I was, physically experiencing, but then also on the spiritual level, because I feel like when I began to integrate more of myself, more of these aspects, it's kind of weird. I don't know how to say it. But I felt myself become more wild. Hence, I guess the title of the book, sure. But like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. But especially when like I felt myself spiritually become more wild, because obviously physically I couldn't really move. So that was like a contrast. So now that I'm like slowly moving again, now I just like don't want to stop moving, to be quite honest. But yeah, like I felt myself become or feel more wild. I felt myself feel more clear. I felt myself feel more aware, I suppose, and a lot of like rose-colored glasses, I suppose, were kind of lifted because of this integration. And so it just reminds me of just, what this king instructed his people to do, of just by combining those sticks together, they became more difficult to break, And I suppose also during that time, I was needing to find strength anywhere that I can find strength. And because I was physically weak and couldn't move physically, couldn't eat very much or anything like that, I feel like a lot of my strength I had to pull spiritually and also from my community, of course. I do not want to belittle their involvement in, getting me to where I am now and like the help. So if they're watching this, thank you so much. But yeah, and so yeah, I just feel like, and I just feel spiritually stronger because of it, mentally stronger, mentally more aware of these dual aspects of myself that they need each other, basically. They need each other. They want each other, they crave each other's company. And so finding that integration, finding that balance, and just feeling myself feel spiritually and mentally good despite my circumstances that I was finding myself in. Yeah, there's just something that as I was reading this story, it just sort of came to me. And so I wanted to share it with you all. And I'm still on this journey, by the way, I'm still on the journey of this playful integration of these dual aspects that I'm realizing within myself. And the unshaming, I suppose, I don't know if that's a word. I don't think unshaming is a word, but I feel like you catch my vibe, what I'm trying to say, right? We don't want to push it to the shadows or something. We want to bring it closer and just like, I'm not ashamed of you. We're going to integrate together and we're going to figure this out. And I'm figuring it out. And yeah, it feels good. So anyway, it feels good to be back. It feels good to be back. Thank you so much for being here with me, beautifuls. For just like you, I am but standing in front of the ocean and the cosmos in complete admiration of how much I don't know. But I'm excited to be on this journey where things can unfold and I can just discover more. So thank you so much. I hope this tale touched you like it touched me. And I'm so excited to interact with you in the comments. I know it's been such a long time. So Anyway, thank you so much, and until the next one, truth and love.